Nutrition is easy once you understand this. If you have a goal of losing weight or eating better, just for general health reasons, then this is the video to watch. Nutrition, where to begin? I've had quite the relationship with nutrition throughout my life, and as far as myself goes, I've never really had a negative relationship with food. Well, actually, I take that back. When I was a kid, I was really picky and kind of ate like garbage. But luckily, as I got older and got more active, I started making better nutritional decisions. But it was hard growing up because I've had many loved ones who struggled majorly with their nutrition and the amount of nutrients they get from the foods they would eat. I would just be sad because I would see how heavy my loved ones and family members would be, and I would see the decisions they would make in terms of their food. And I think that's what really deterred me from eating that certain way. So because of that, I think that's a big reason why I've been able to remain fit throughout my entire life. So with that, I'm going to discuss today the 5 main things I've learned about good nutrition throughout my life. Number 1 is the word diet and how I hate that word. Diets, if there's one thing you need to take from this video, it's this one sentence right here. Diets are unsustainable, period. There's nothing that is going to deter you from eating better than a diet, specifically carb cutting diets or non-fat diets. Diets are designed to cut out certain foods. And let me tell you right now, the problem isn't cutting out foods, because you need every certain type of food. You need all the nutrients in each food. You need all the vitamins. And when you cut out those vitamins and minerals, it means you're gonna have to supplement, which supplementation is it's a whole nother topic. But to summarize it, it's just more money and more education about it. So to avoid all that, try not to just fill your mind with all these calorie counting and, you know, all these negative things about you need to deprive yourself of certain foods, because it's going to feel like a punishment. And nobody wants to feel like they're being punished, especially for doing something that's supposed to benefit their lives. So with that, I guess that could be number 1 here, would be to add rather than take away certain foods. When you add certain foods, it doesn't feel like a punishment. So rather than take away or deprive yourself or starve yourself, so to speak, of certain foods, just add on certain foods that you know are nutritionally dense, that you enjoy. Number 2, let's see, I got notes here to kind of help me talk about this better. Got to make it somewhat organized. Number 2 is a personal story. So I'm a big fan of getting your blood work done. I'm very aware of my doctor visits and intentional about my doctor visits every year. If you're not doing that, you're making a mistake. You need to have regular blood work done at least once a year and regular doctor visits with a PCP. Without that, you're not going to be able to catch certain diseases or conditions in time before they could get worse. Trust me, you don't want to deal with that. Health is wealth is a cliche, but it is very true, and I stand by it. Without your health, you can't have anything else in your life. So if you don't prioritize your doctor visits and getting your blood work done, then that needs to change as soon as you can. And I'll give you a personal story here. I'm so used to getting my blood drawn every year. I got my cholesterol levels a couple years back, and they were a little high. And that's never happened to me before. But basically, they were high because I would have the same lunch every day at my job because it was convenient and quick, and they were just cold cut sandwiches. But cold cuts, if you don't know, are very high in processed and salt and all these other ingredients that make them stay fresh when normal food isn't supposed to stay fresh for very long. That's why it's important to look at the ingredients lists on certain foods. And if you don't recognize the ingredients, that's a good indication that a lot of it is processed. So basically, you want to make sure that your food is not processed and you're cooking it up every night, meal prepping, whatever you need to do. But I basically made that small change of not buying cold cuts anymore, prepping my meals, prepping my meat that I cook myself, and that made a whole world of difference alone in itself. My cholesterol went down, and I was able to avoid certain medications. So if you're not aware of your own health blood work levels, please do so today. You won't be sorry. Okay, number 3, I was watching Jeremy Athier's video. I'll probably pop it up right here or put it in the description. And it was how to lose belly fat with science. And he was interviewing a bunch of scientists and nutritional experts. And one thing that stood out to me, actually a lot of the video stood out to me, but just to summarize here, he was talking about Alan Trayon. Can't read my own writing here. Oh, Alan Aragon. Alan Aragon, who is a nutrition scientist and educator. And he recommends making 20 foods and sticking to that food plan. I don't even want to say the word diet, meal plan. Okay, now, I'm sure if you're not familiar, there's the food pyramid. It's got the 6 different categories in it. Okay, I'll post a picture up here. Basically, you want to pick 3 foods from each food group, and then that'll make 18, and then you round out the final 2 with stuff you enjoy to eat. It could be something sweet, it could be something, something like a dessert, or it doesn't even have to be that. It could be like, say you like to eat a big delicious steak or something. Whatever it may be, just 2 things that you enjoy to round out those 20 foods. And you want to stick to those 20 foods, and even that you're going to see a difference with. I really like that approach because I had never heard something like that before, and it really stood out to me. I don't want to make the audio too crazy here because the main road's right there. I don't have my mic, so I'm just going to turn right around here. Hopefully you could hear me okay. Okay, so highly recommend watching that video. And number 4 is that protein burns the most calories out of any other macro. Basically, there's 3 different types of macronutrients. There's protein, carbs, and fat. Now, you need all 3, which is why I discourage the fat cutting diets, because there's good fats and there's bad fats. There's the regular fat, which we all need, and then there's the saturated and unsaturated fats. So saturated fats are the really not good for you fats. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at those labels. Those labels are your friends. Okay, so if you're looking to lose weight or just get an overall better health, those labels are your friends. Those little nutrition labels on the back of all the foods. So yeah, protein burns the most calories during non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So basically what that means, or NEAT for short, basically what that means is protein makes your metabolism boost. It boosts your metabolism. And if you may not know this, but we also burn calories at rest as well. So what that means is it burns calories for your body to do basic functions like digestion is one, and so forth. All the activities. You burn calories when in your sleep while breathing, for example. So just keep that in mind. Protein is your friend. Obviously, there probably should be a certain cap on carbs and fats based on who you are. Obviously, it's all relative based on your goals and your height and weight and health, blood levels, all that stuff. But protein, they're generally, obviously you can overdo it, but there generally is there's more leeway there. So keep that in mind, especially if you're looking to build muscle as well and you engage in some sort of resistance training regimen, which is another way to say weightlifting. Let's see here. Number 5, the importance of sleep. From that Jeremy Ethier video, we had somebody named Bill Campbell as well, and he suggests there's a link between belly fat and sleep restriction. Okay, so it doesn't have to even be belly here, just fat in general, just the amount of fat on your body and sleep deprivation. Sleep is important, basically, is what he's saying. You don't want to deprive yourself because that during sleep, during rest, that is actually when the muscle growth and recovery happens. That's actually when you get stronger. So a lot of people think, or people who aren't familiar with exercise think that when you go to the gym, that's when the muscle growth happens. Actually, it happens during recovery. Did you know that nutrition and mental health play a part? They go together. Here's a little bonus nutrition tidbit for you. Did you know that omega fatty 3 acids that are found in foods like salmon, flax seeds, and walnuts actually contribute to brain health, and in turn could actually reduce conditions like depression and anxiety? If you struggle with depression and anxiety, such as myself, maybe you could relate to this video here. If you made it this far in this nutritional video, chances are you may have a weight loss goal going into 2025. If that is the case, feel free to check out this video I made here. It talks about all the tips and tricks I've learned from being a NASM certified personal trainer, going on a decade now, training others, and based on what I've seen. If that interests you, click right here, and hopefully going into the new year, you could know everything you need to know about losing the weight you want to lose based on your specific body types. Make sure you also check out my workout series here. It's 5 minutes on my 15-minute break. It's a 5-minute workout, no equipment needed. Anybody could do these, especially for the beginner who's busy, who can't fit time into your busy work schedules, or if you're a full-time parent who's tight on time as well. Feel free to check these workouts out. They're designed for the beginner and to do multiple times throughout the day based on what you're ready for. So if that interests you as well, the link will be down below and at the end of this video here after my outro. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. For more lifelong health tips, subscribe to MevolvE Fitness, and YouTube thinks you'll enjoy these 2 other videos I made as well. See you in the next one.